parallel and in front of the 10. He got the 10. Still has 4 and 7. Now John Czernicki comes up. He's working on a spare. Big 9. Five pieces of wood on the deck and one standing pin. That is the 8. Two spares in a row. One pin, the 2 pin. Four pins still standing. 1, 4, 7, and 9. It's an 8. Our defending champion, Rick Bourassa, comes up. Not quite. Looked like it was going to be a strike for a moment. But it has wood in front and wood behind it, which probably kept it from tumbling. It's a spare in the 3rd. Four. Leaving 4 horsemen left side, and in back of that, the 5 and 8. 4 and 7 still there. A 10. After 4 boxes, our challenger, John Czernicki, is leading 48-37. John Czernicki in the 5th box. Oh, baby, that was so close to a strike. Piece of wood came flying across. 7 pin is the only pin standing and just missed it. There is a piece of wood rolling, and that's what he's waiting for. Not that one, obviously. Well, you can see a corner of it there on that split screen. It's rolling away, and if it stops, and it has, he will fire. And he's got it. Thin hit, spread eagle, just 4. Leaving without wood, 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10. That one bounced off the football line, and as a result, went right between the 3 and the 10 and took out the 6. It's an 8. Now Rick Bourassa. Rick is in his 3rd week. As we mentioned, he is a meter reader for Littleton Light. 2 and 4 with wood in between, 6 pin alone over on the right. one more, and another. So it is a 9-box. Rick has 3 daughters, Sarah, Laura, and Amanda. And he also has a strike. John Czernicki, today's challenger. He's employed as a truck driver, and he has 1 daughter, Tara. Everything down except the 10. A piece of wood went up against it and rocked it. Tim Michel, again I said, is our lob line judge and referee today, went down to take a check on a piece of wood that was rolling a little bit out towards the deadwood line. It is just now rolled into the right gutter. So John will go after that 10. He's got it. Now moves to lane 3 after the spare on lane 2. Bill is 7, leaving 1, 2, and 10 with 1 piece of wood in the gutter and 1 just to the left of the 2-pin. Took out just the head pin. To 9. Brings up Rick Bourassa, working on a strike. Our defending champion. First ball got him 7, and he left the 6 and 10 on the right, the 7 pin over on the left. For a moment it appeared it might go because a piece of wood rolled right up against it, but not quite hard enough to knock it down. He has 4 pieces of wood. 3 of them are closest to the 7, and another is over near the 6 and 10. Didn't get the reaction he wanted. Obviously, the 3 pins that were standing are still standing. Now they're all down for a 10. Al Giglio, as usual, keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. Keith Williams on the big board for the folks who are here, and Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. 4 horsemen left side, 6 and 10 on the right, no wood to help. Right down the open space. It is a 7-box. I've already mentioned Tim Michel, who's filling in for Ralph Stewart. Phil Rubin is our producer and director. John Czernicki at the line. Just the 7 pin to pick up. 2 pieces of wood, one's off to the right, the other is rolling back toward the 7, but not quite to it. Yes, he has it. The folks who are bringing you the pictures today, so you can enjoy it: Jeff Sullivan, Ron Schindler, Bob Oliver, Skip Peabody, George Ellard in post-production videotape. That's our crew. Amazing. Same place as he did once before when he hit the 2 pin and took it out of there. This time he got a couple. Three 6-10 still standing. They're gone. A 118 opening string. His league average is 124. Now Rick Bourassa. One, 7, 9, 10, and one piece of wood over near the 7. Missed the object pin, so he got only the 7. Now he has 1, 9, 10. Ho-ho! And he's got a funny little look on his face because it was an unusual way of making them. But the important thing is that they went down. And now he has a strike in the 10th, which brings him to an even 100 with 2 bonus balls. First bonus ball. Nope. 3. 4 horsemen left side. 5, 8, and 10. Almost pulled it off. Got a 9. Okay, we are at the end of the first string. Neither bowler hitting his average, as you can tell. $50 in bonus money going to John Czernicki, who is our challenger today, as he won the first 118 to 109. In the middle string, our defending champion leads it off. Here is Rick Bourassa. He has a spare leave of the 4 and the 7, and he has 3 pieces of wood that are off to the right of it. You can tell by the crowd's reaction that he made it. This is the 3rd week for Rick, and in his 2 previous weeks, he has gone over 400. First bonus ball gets him 6 and leaves the 2, 4, 7, and 8. Got 2 of them. Four and 8. Got just the 4. 9 box. Now challenger John Czernicki. John looking at the 1, 3, and 7. Head pin still there. A 10. He punched out on the right-hand side the 3, the 6. He also got the 8 pin and the 4 pin out of there. Now, right down the spot where the 3 and the 9 had been. It's just 7. One pin separating our bowlers. It's early. Rick Bourassa now looking at the 1, 3, 9, and 10 with 2 pieces of wood, and the wood helped. So he has a spare in the third to go with a spare and a 6 fill in the first box. And a strike. So a good start for our defending champion. 3 marks in the first 4 boxes of the middle string. Now the challenger, John Czernicki. And John put everything down except the 4-pin. And I mean everything. There's no wood to help. He'll have to go right after it. And he was all over it. Right down the middle. For most of us standing there, that thing would start to get slimmer and slimmer, the 1 pin. Okay, here is the bonus ball. Big 9. Once again, a single pin. This time it is the 7. Has to wait for some wood. It has stopped. It's about where the 5 would be, 2 pieces. Now he goes after that 7 pin, and he was all over that. So each bowler will have bonus balls to roll when we are coming back again after 4 boxes here in the middle string. In pins that are already down, Rick Bourassa is at 55, John Czernicki at 46. With a chance for 3 marks in a row, Rick Bourassa fires the first of 2 bonus balls. Yes, he gets a 9. So he has a single pin to pick up for another mark. Going for the 7. That caused quite a buzz because everybody figured, well, wow, what is he doing there? Did he completely let the ball go? Did he lose it? Because he had a single pin and he also had wood, which was about where the 3 pin would be. And everybody was reacting when they saw the ball going there, but he hit the piece of wood, one of the 2, and it went over. Now, in addition to making $50 in bonus money for 3 marks in a row, he has a chance to make it 4. The 2 and the 4, back to back. That time it was a miss. He got the 4, but not the 2. That's for a 10. John Czernicki, you saw that 0 obviously meant that they were at a tie. Now John Czernicki comes up and John adds 9 as a fill on his spare, and he has a chance for some bonus money. Tim Michel going down to get a piece of wood that is this side of the deadwood line. John taking a good look, getting up on his toes to take a check on, see how close the pin in front. Wow. It's a miss. And now it's a 10. So 65. And a 9-pin lead in completed frames for Rick Bourassa. John has a single pin. It's the 4-pin. Yes. Okay, spare in the 6th. Now Rick Bourassa, our defending champion. Yes! The reaction, obviously, was for a single pin that would make it a strike, and it was rocking gently, and then a little bit more, and finally tumbled. And obviously, those of you who could see it know that, but I'm always doing the description for our blind friends who enjoy this program as long as I can let them know what's happening. They can hear the crowd that's here, they can hear the ball rolling, and if I tell them what's happening, they enjoy it a great deal. That's what they tell us in their letters. Still 2 pins standing. 7 and 8. He got them for a 10. And through 80s at 121, after rolling an opening 109, his league average is 123. Now John Czernicki is working on a spare. Here is the fill. And it was a lob. So that cost him 8 pins. He's resetting. That's a spare. Tim Michel, of course, is sitting right on the lob line, and now John comes back with a strike. 3 marks in a row and $50 in bonus money for John Czernicki. Rick Bourassa will be finishing up the middle string. He's already at 121. 1 pin, the 5 pin. It's all alone. And he was all over it for a spare. 131 plus. Here's the fill. 6. Tough lead. And the only wood that might have helped him just went into the gutter. He has side by side 4-5, and behind that 7-8. Got the 4 and the 8, and leaves the 7 pin. Fine 146, which makes up for his opening 109 and gets him back almost to his league average, which is 124. Now John Czernicki is looking at the 1, the 2, and the 7 with wood in between. And the second. 9 is the fill. And he has the head pin to pick up for a 10. That's it. 124 and a box to go. The 2 and the 7. 3 pieces of wood, but they're behind. He missed the 2 pin, hit a piece of wood, sent it over, and got the 7. $134. So $50 in bonus money to our defending champion, Rick Bourassa, as he has won the middle string 146 to 134. Leads in the match by just 3, however, 255 to 252. Our challenger, John Czernicki, on the line. Two full spread eagle. No wood to help. 247, 3610. Just one pin that time, the 3. Seven. Couple of back doors, and as a result of that, the right side 4 horsemen is now down to 2, the 1 and the 3. That's it. Spare in the second. Our defending champion, Rick Bourassa, going for his 3rd consecutive victory. He has a spread eagle. Well, he got the 6-10 and the 4-7. The 2 and 3 are there just like goalposts. The left upright went down, but not the right. Now lane 3. One, 4, 7, 8, and wood. Make that 5. It's a 5. It's the 5. Another 8. John Czernicki with the bonus ball. 7. 4, 5, 7, or if you prefer, the 5 and then the 4 and 7 to the left of it. Piece of wood near the 4 and the 7, another just to the right of the 5 pin. He used the wood to the right of the 5 pin, but got the 7 and left the 4. A 10. The 1, the 9, and the 10. And there's one piece of wood, and it's sort of to the left, near where the 4 would be. And nope, just the head pin. 9 and 10 still there. So it's a 9, and now as our defending champion Rick Bourassa comes up, he finds himself down by 4. Opposite a 10 right here. Strike! So anything over 4 as a fill puts him back in the lead. Okay, that's at 5. 4 horsemen left side, 9 pin. But he does have a piece of wood that could pick off the 9-pin. Oh, went too far left. Phil is 8. He has 2 pins, 1 and 9. It's a 10, and that's opposite a 9. He's back in the lead now by 5. 6 boxes to go. Half Worcester left side. John Czernicki has just punched out 2 and 8. Same spot. The out was an 8. Left 2 pins. Left 1 and 7. Is it going to be a strike? Apparently not. 6-pin didn't go. Tim Michel wants to take a check on the piece of wood, which is half in the right gutter and half on the deck. Spare in the 6th. That's just his second mark. Rick Bourassa has only 1, a strike in this 3rd string. Of course, he's running 2 boxes behind. One, 4, 7, 9, 10. 2 pieces of wood in front of the 4 and 7. Got the 4 and 7, but obviously was hoping that he could nick the head pin going by. It's an 8. That keeps it at 5 pins, his lead. Now he's opposite a spare by his challenger. All right, everything went down except the head pin and the 8-pin. So he has a great chance to pick up a spare opposite John Czernicki's spare. Nope, didn't get it. Got the head pin, but not the 8. And the wood was a roadblock, so it is a 9. Now, John Czernicki comes up. John made his first appearance on our program back in August of '83, and the last one was in '92 against Mike Morgan. Well, he got 6 as a fill, but he has no wood to help, and he's looking at the 1, the 2, and then the corners are full, 7 and 10. 1 and 2 out of there, but the corners are still full. Missed the 10. He didn't want to go for the 7 because there were 2 pieces of wood in the gutter right beside it. Piece of wood rolling back, and he has 3 pins. 1, 7, and 8 with wood. I couldn't tell whether from here whether that was the 1 or the 5, but anyway, all 3 of them went. The piece of wood was right across it. spare in the 8th. Rick Bourassa, is he going to get a strike? Yes. As a piece of rolling wood went over and got the 8 pin. He has 2 strikes in a row. Now John Czernicki, who was leading by 2 after 6, has rolled an 8 and a spare, which he's going to try to fill right now, but he's opposite 2 strikes. Here's the fill, and he almost got a strike. 7 pins still standing, although it rocked back and forth. He chose to use the wood, and as a result, it went too much on a lateral plane, and he missed the 7. Now he picks it up for a 10. A strike for John Czernicki, and all he can think of is, I'm sure, the spare he missed in the 9th box. First ball gets him 5, leaving 4 horsemen right side and the 7 pin. Total is 7 of the fill. Now Rick Bourassa, let's just say he has 2 strikes in a row. Here it goes, it's down the middle, but it's a spread eagle. So the fill is 14 on the first of his strikes. He got the left side. Needs a 119 to win. Let's see, 3 pins standing here, and he has 2 of them. It is a 9 box. 112 right now, and needing a 119. He has 7. And so he has done it, coming from behind in the 3rd string to win it 377 to 373. Also wins a Rotman Shays, and so do you, whose card I shall draw from the barrel. Okay, 750 is the total. That's a good one. We have a lot of guesses in that vicinity, so maybe somebody is going to win the money, which is up to $850. But more important, when I draw the card, that person, along with Rick Bourassa, will win the Rotman Shays, the luxurious velvet recliner from Brookline. It has extra deep padding even under the legs, and it reclines just 2 inches from the wall. Rick has his. Now let's find out who is going to get the other. $750 is the total, also for $850. Let's go over this way. All right, this is the person who has also won a Rotman Shays Lounge, and it comes from Malden, Massachusetts. And the person is David Rubin. And David's guess is $799, so that goes now to $900. All right, our high-low jackpot is up to $375. Rick, take a shot at it. Okay, John. No!
That's the way the day went.
That's the way the day went, huh? Okay, this is your little souvenir of your appearance here. Also, you know, you were the marksman of the day by one, so you get a $50 gift certificate.
Thanks a lot.
All right, and let's see, you had $350, of course, for being runner-up, $100 in bonus money. And I think that the next to last box, you might remember
I'm going to remember a lot of boxes. I had a lot of small pills.
But that one
cost me, I just want to say one thing. It's been a couple of years since my mother died and everything. You know, I wish I could have bowled a little bit better for her. But their birthdays was like 2 days before this is going to be shown. You know, and I just wanted to, you know, wish my father a happy birthday because their birthdays are on the same. But
that's nice of you.
Thanks.
My golly, it's always good to see you here. All right. Here, this comes from Din Brothers for you, but the most important thing is this, which is your wife wouldn't forgive you if you didn't win that one. Okay. And Rick, you had, of course, $700 for winning, $150 in bonus money, and Bob Betancourt of Peabody will be challenging you next week.
Thank you, Don.